Hello! A slightly different tutorial today. We are going to be looking at how to integrate Twitter and the Twitter API natively into a web page without having to use any external apps or devices. We are going to use HTML and PHP to allow us to connect to, authenticate, and then receive information back from Twitter using user requests. Now, to do this, I'm going to use the development environment brackets, but really you can use anything. And we are going to require access to an FTP or your web host because we're going to need to manually upload our files. PHP is code that is executed on the server. So we need a server to host it. And rather than fiddle about with that on my laptop, I'm just going to upload it to my host. So I have FileZilla here connected to my website it's running WordPress, but that won't make a difference because we're going to make a new folder that we will access separately. So inside brackets, I'm going to open a new folder and I'm going to I've got a folder where I do a bunch of web stuff here, and I'm going to make a new folder and call it PHP for video. And I made it very specifically that I didn't put spaces or special characters in my title because we're eventually going to use this so I can navigate to the right page inside my server. So if I had spaces, I'd need to do like %20 so that it was formatted so I couldn't inject any dangerous code. Okay, so I'm going to select PHP for video and I'm going to select folder. So now inside my brackets environment, I can create new pages and then I can edit and control them from there. First, I'm going to make a new HTML page. So I'm going to call this index.html. And then I'm going to make some really basic code for this page. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to declare this as a HTML page. And I'm going to make my base code. So I'm going to say HTML head. We're not actually going to have anything linked in our head for this. This is simply just going to be a landing page for us, and then we're going to do body. Okay, and then inside the body, I'm going to make a very simple form. So I'm going to say form action equals, and in here I'm going to leave this blank, but we will actually eventually load this with the name of our PHP script to go and run. And I'm going to say method is equal to post. And all this is saying is that we want to post anything into our PHP website rather than get it. So we want to secretly pass it into that web page without manually doing it through the HTML bar at the top. Okay, with our form closed off, I'm going to make an input, and it's going to be type equals text, and we'll give it a blank value. So we'll say term to search for, and then we will do name is equal to value. So this is the most important part here because we need to give it a name that will be passed through when we post it to our PHP script in our next page. And then I'm going to do a simple input type equal button value equal. Okay, and just like that, if I save it and load it in our browser. So for now, I'm only making an HTML page, so I can't actually preview this and see it working. And we can see that I have a simple page that allows me to input and then submit. But the submit does nothing right now because we don't have any other page in existence. So I'm going to make that now. And I'm going to do new, and I'm going to save this as Twitter data.php. That's the important part here. And now with that done, I can go back to my index and I can say I want the action to be / Twitter data.php. But because of the way that hierarchy works inside an HTML page, we need to say go up one level and then come back down for Twitter /php. So now if I save this, preview it, and push my submit button, instead of type button, I want type submit. So now when I push my button, it will say that I can't post to /Twitter data.php. And that's purely because I'm running locally on this machine for now. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to go back to Twitter data.php, and then we're going to start developing our PHP page that we can upload and test with on our other site.